I don't know what this guy's doing. Oh, another guy. Look at that. Many thanks. You are a scholar. All these people are so very kind. A little squeeze through there. It was a bit tight, but it's all good. We use our manoeuvre, our agility and our speed sometimes. If a gap is closing, you can either brake or you can speed up. You've got to make that judgment call. Which one's it going to be? Sometimes if you speed up and you've made the wrong call, you're screwed. Sometimes if you put the brakes on, you're still going to be good. So most of the time you could be braking, but occasionally you know you're going to make the gap. You can see, you can analyze it, you can see how quickly it's closing. And there may be other factors to consider when doing that, but it's all about progress when you're filtering.
Naughty, naughty, very naughty.
Sometimes the ride home is more enjoyable than the ride to work, but other times it can be very frustrating. I mean, do we really need to block the lane like this? Cycles, cycles everywhere. And a lot of people as well. Don't do it. Checking left, checking left. Yeah, I didn't need to do that, but I did. So what of it? Shorts on a bike. Not for me. Seen too many injuries like that. Let's make sure this is tight. Yeah, very good. I mean, what's the point of wearing a leather jacket if you're going to have shorts and those shoes on? I don't really understand that, but hey. Moped drivers with tracksuit bottoms, trainers and a t-shirt and horns. I don't understand that either. This white car wants to get across, maybe? No, we're going to come across here, left. We are going to turn in here. Yeah, we'll go in front of that one as well. It's taking too long. Thought it was going to move quicker than that, but it didn't. So we're looking well in advance there. We've got a good 6 or 7 cars, but it's nice to move over. Got to shut the visor now because of the dust and the debris from the roads in London. I'd love to keep it open for ventilation, but I just can't. The grit in my eyes is just crazy. So rather than getting conjunctivitis, I think I'd rather close the visor and get a little bit warm. Go on, go straight through. I know you want to. Yep, there you go. Big truck. No man's land. The green line bikes are the worst. And now I can't even overtake that because the bike's going too slow. There's a bicycle coming up the inside of me. Another motorbike there. On the wrong side of the road. Oh, you're swerving out for no reason. This is crazy. Scooters, he's going to push out. I see him look. I don't know how he managed to see anything doing that, And where are you going now? Are you going back over again? Okay. What is this guy doing? Is he on the phone? He's on the phone. He's on FaceTime. This guy on the bike is FaceTiming his wife. Oh my God. It's all going crazy. Volkswagen Polos, especially when they're blue. You got to be careful. They like to brake hard. Remember from the old videos? Probably the same Volkswagen Polo we've seen many times on the video on the channel. Right, as long as he's not turning right here, he's kind of braking a bit early, but he's leaning over, so I think we're good to go. The way he was braking there, I actually thought he was going to chuck a right. So trying to anticipate every move the car's making, the bikes are making, the scooters, the cycles, the pedestrians. It's not easy. But then this is what we do, right? If we want to progress, we need to be able to do that. If not, we'll just sit back and ride like we drive. Wait our turn, queue up, and just get frustrated with every single thing that's going on around us. I know that's what I do when I drive. I hate driving into London. I love riding into London, but I hate driving more than I hate commuting in terms of public transport. And that's saying something, because I hate public transport. Right, no junctions here, but he's going for the overtake. So we're going to blip past that. This one, again. We're good. Did I even start recording, I guess is the question. What is this guy doing? Well, let's have a look to see if I've even started recording. Hey mate, you didn't look this way, did you? No. Yes, I am recording. Okay, so we're turning left up here. We want to get over in a minute. We will filter between the two white cars, go down the centre and progress. Slowly through here, and we'll get in behind this truck. We'll indicate left, pulled in front of the Prius, and we're good. Now we're going to check right, because we're going wide. Don't want any bikes coming around. We're going wide. There's a zebra crossing up here I can see, tell by the zigzag lines and by the orange flashing lights. So we're checking two people on the left. Do they want to cross? No. No one on the right. We're good. Bicycle up here, so this truck and trailer will be pulling to the right at some point, so there's no point in me trying to maneuver past these just yet, especially with, let's see, delivery drivers coming in the opposite direction, indicating left. I'm wondering if he knows what that means. He does. Good. This guy well over in the lane now, well over on our side of the road. So now we've got concrete bollards and we've got a bus lane on the left, so we're not going anywhere again. So we'll just chill. People in the middle of the road here. She's worried. She's all on her own. This guy's turning left, wide angle maybe? No. He's decided to take a normal angle, which is good. When you've got trailers, expect them to move out to the right first before turning left, because they need to make sure they clear the edge of the pavement so they don't clip it. Again, bus lane here, can't see through the hedge, but we can see above. Cars are braking at the traffic lights. It's sped up again. We're turning right up here. There's a little right-hand junction here, but after that, I'll make my move. I want to make the lights. Just about made them, all good. Pretty sure I've been behind this guy before with his British flag on his rucksack. I remember it. Zebra crossings. This guy in a school uniform wants to cross as well, so we're going to be here for a little bit longer. Guy with a bag on the left, does he want to cross? No, we're good. not passing the leading vehicle. This guy want to turn right, this lady want to turn right. No, we're good. We can filter. And then we get to parallel with this Audi. The Mercedes hasn't got any indicators on, so we're assuming that it's going straight. I think this guy doesn't like me being here. He's edging up. So sometimes in this position you would just go in front and diagonally across the car to actually stop him from trying to do what he's going to do. But we're good. Or sometimes you just let them go. If you think they're going to be a problem, just let them go. I'm going to go in this lane actually. Just trying to find neutral. It's a Hornet. I need to open this. It's too warm in here. Through the middle is an option, but I think we're going to turn the left hand side here and we're going to take this lane. We will move here to let this guy get in the gap. And that is the end of the London filter in this way. Now we're going to go on the A12. So a little bit better movement. Good driving by that car. Indicated. An indication is an intention to manoeuvre. She saw me, she turned the indicator off to tell me that she's no longer intending to go in that. And just for that, she gets an A+. So I gave her space, let her move over as intended, and give her a little thumbs up as we passed. Sometimes it's nice to praise drivers as well. Drivers need loving too. We are approaching Stratford. This is the Olympic Stadium, if you remember that. Everyone's braking. We see all this traffic up here. Now this is decision time for a lot of people. Will the Skoda decide that it's going to quickly squeeze over between the Volkswagen and the Toyota? Too late, my friend, too late. Let's change down a gear, make ourselves audible as well as visible. And now we're looking for lane changes. Looking for lane changes. Or we're looking for people that don't really want to be in any lane. There's a good man. Thank you very much. Give him a thank you. I don't know what this guy's doing. Oh, another guy. Look at that. Many thanks. You are a scholar. All these people are so very kind. A little squeeze through there. It was a bit tight, but it's all good. We use our manoeuvre, our agility and our speed sometimes. If a gap is closing, you can either brake or you can speed up. You've got to make that judgment call. Which one's it going to be? Sometimes if you speed up and you've made the wrong call, you're screwed. Sometimes if you put the brakes on, you're still going to be good. So most of the time you could be braking, but occasionally you know you're going to make the gap. You can see, you can analyze it, you can see how quickly it's closing. And there may be other factors to consider when doing that, but it's all about progress when you're filtering. And I know a lot of you are saying, oh Lord, you weren't safe doing that, you shouldn't have done that, but it's all about progress at the end of the day, filtering. I mean, everyone filters differently. I'm not going to, dictate how people should be filtering. Everyone filters a lot faster than me. This guy's indicating right. Is he going to move right, or are we going to get in front? He's seen us, so we can get in front. Little gap here, we're squeezing through, going round, wing mirrors. Let's get in people's wing mirrors now, if we can. The big truck, wing mirrors. These cars, cigarette ash. Visors down, we're good. Small gaps, but we're good. This guy looks like he wants to get over, but there's no space for him, so we're safe. There's some gaps opening up now. This white van looks like he wants to do something. We're in a position. There we go. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. He didn't see us, but then he saw us at the last minute. Gaps here, gaps. That's what we've got to be careful of here. The gaps. BM seen us. Good. He's moved over. Tesla. Van. Gap closing. Let's get through there. Another gap coming up. Slow it down a little bit. Alternate this speed as and when needed. Use your brakes if you need to. Speed up if you need to, but make sure you're watching these vehicles, looking at the front tyres, look at guys pulling in, overshooting their lane, looking at gaps closing, looking at gaps opening where people can move into. These are all the things you want to be looking at. This gap is a little bit short here, but we're good. He's not left us much gap, but if we speed up, we can get through that bit pretty quick. So we've got to look at all of these things. That car wants to move over. We know that car wants to move over. We're moving through the gaps. We're progressing. We're filtering. We're not doing the speed limit. We're not breaking any laws. And those of you say you can't go over 20 mile an hour when filtering. Where does it say that? Show me the highway code. No, because it doesn't say it, does it? You just have to be careful. You have to make sure you're not driving dangerously or recklessly, because they're things you can get prosecuted for. And in the event of you have an accident when filtering, it's against you anyway. So you might as well make sure you're safe and do it properly. Don't have an accident. They'll start calling out should haves, should not haves, rather than the must haves, must not haves. My legs are on fire here. I don't know what temperature, 100 degrees. Sitting in this traffic at 25 mile an hour. Need a bit of breeze, but I can't get that at the moment because of all of this traffic. Taxi, where you going? You're edging over to the left. Oh, the gap is closing very quickly. So we get through there. We do what we can. There's another bike behind me, another 2 bikes behind me. If I don't make it, nor will they. So if I'm not going to make it, they have no choice but to put their brakes on if I do. So they're ready, they're leaving gaps. Now we've got a van here, he has seen us, he's moved over slightly, which is good. Tunnel. Use it to our advantage, make some noise. Let people know where we are. Gap here, Mercedes wants it. No, he doesn't, good. Looking round the vehicles in the middle lane if we can't see over the top of them. We're looking round them. This transit van again moving over a little bit here. Do we have space? I don't know what he's going to do. He's still moving over. Make some noise. Let people know for the sake of the people behind us that we need to have a bit more of a gap there, please, if possible. Transit van nowhere to go, so he's not going to be moving. So we carry on with our way. Brakes on here. Scanning, scanning. Scanning, scanning. We haven't even got to the difficult part yet. He looks like he wants to move. 2 trucks indicating what's happening here. Why is he indicating here? No, he's decided to turn his indicator off, and I thank him for that. Again, intending to move, realised we were there, cancelled his indicator, telling us he no longer intends to move, which is a great sign for us, and then he backed it up by turning his wheel and moving out of our way, which is great. Here, cat's eyes, unlevel ground. It's not easy. Looks like a small gap, but we're going to pass underneath that, and then we're going to go through. Now we're on to the double whites. You can overtake on double whites, you cannot straddle or cross the white line. So at the moment we're completely legal. But if I get to a situation where we're not legal, don't worry about it. Because I'm not going to. Progressing. Highway maintenance. Has he stopped? If you stop, I can overtake you. Because it's a highway maintenance vehicle. But as pointed out, it does need to be unoccupied, stationary, and the ignition not on to make it a stationary vehicle. Lovely path they've left for us. It's like Moses in the sea. Okay, that's not a great path, but hey, straddling, crossing, are we? Yes, we are. Do we need to? Not really. Is it safe to do so in this situation? Yeah. Don't worry about me, mate. You carry on. You're good. You're good. My head is very hot. It's about 33 degrees right now. 33 degrees, and I'm in mesh, and I'm doing 17 mile an hour. This is not a pleasant experience to be on the bike at this temperature, wearing all this gear, carrying a backpack, full face helmet with the visor down because of the debris. You can see us there. I saw you in the wing mirror. We've got a queue of bikes behind us now, but not much we can do about it at the moment. We've got a great big space in the middle. We're all stationary, so we're not going anywhere. He's just cooling his hand off. He's got glove warmers on in the middle of summer. I would just take those off tonight, mate. You ain't going to need them for a couple of weeks at least. And those leg covers as well. No, get it stripped off. Get it stripped off. You're going to be good for a while. This car, look, moving over. He's trying not to straddle. He's doing well. He's trying not to straddle. You're doing well, mate. These guys behind us, they don't give a shit about the law. They're straddling and they're crossing. But this guy's making a real effort. Hats off to this Mr. Moped guy. Mr. Scooter, you are practicing keeping legal. I like it. He's making every effort he can not to straddle or go over that line. It's a real big challenge, but he's doing so well. I'm going to give him a thumbs up, and he won't even know what it's for. But in his mind he will. In his mind he'll know. I didn't cross or straddle the line. I did well. Mission accomplished. The fact that you're wearing a t-shirt, you know how I feel about that. But hey, if you're driving safe, it's up to you. I'm not responsible for your skin, your life, your injuries, or your safety. Everyone look out. Look at the front wheel on this tyre. On this guy, he was looking to do a sharp left there. Front wheels, check the front wheels. Oh, there's so much traffic today. So much traffic today. People are stationary. It's hot. They're frustrated. Their air conditioning is not working. There is an accident somewhere. We can straddle, we can cross this. It's not solid, we're good. We're still watching for traffic. We're watching for people trying to get out of this traffic jam. They're not moving, they're frustrated, they want to go somewhere. What are they going to do? They've got to get home for their dinner. They're finished work now. It's their time. They want to go and make the most of it. Want to go and relax with a beer or an ice cream, or, you know, looking forward to seeing the wife, the husband and the kids. Now again, this is where we get into a point as we cross around this corner. We get into another danger zone. And the danger zone being exactly what that moped just did. Some of these car drivers are going to want to do that as well. They're going to want to move over. You see this car here. There's no room for him to move over, so we will quickly go in here. This car, let's go round this car. Now that was a bad move on my behalf. Very bad move. I shouldn't have done that. That was very naughty of me. But these cars are all congested up here and there's nowhere to go. So we are now stuck. For the moment, the best option would have been left there and then filter back over, but we can't really do that because of the situation with the traffic. Cars in the middle of the road, cars in no man. There's 3 cars in 2 lanes here. This is the problem. And we've got to wait all the way up there for the traffic lights to change before there's any sign of movement. And now the bikes are really heating up in this sun. In this temperature, 101 degrees. My fan doesn't come on to 104. We are moving very slightly. Let's get ourselves in a position. Let's see what we're going to be doing here, because at the moment there's only one progress there. I don't want to be stuck between the cars. I think as soon as we get past this white truck and those cars move over, we might have a bit more movement. No, you decided to go that way. Now we're going to go here. Let's see what lanes we're in here. What lanes are we in here? You're in what lane, mate? There you go. You've decided you're going to be in a lane. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We don't want to scratch this car. Looks expensive. We've got a little bit of weaving going on here. Little bit of weaving. Now, can we get in front of this car before it decides to move? Yes, we can. Everyone's going in and out, left and right, left and right. We've got to put the brakes on. We can see what's behind us. We can see what's on the left. And we need to get into this gap. We're good again. It's all over. It's the ready money round. But we're progressing. Again, we're progressing. Oh, traffic, traffic, traffic all over the place. What are we going to do here? Now, the lights are going to change and cars are still going to come across. This car's going to go forward. We want to go around the outside, but that grey one has just moved to make the lights. So now we've got to put ourselves in this position where we get out of trouble there. Now we need to get over. We're looking for the gap. We're looking for the gap. We're looking for the gap. We're looking for that gap right there. I'm going to go here. I'm going to wait for you to make your move. And then I'm going to go here because you decided to prolong it for a long time. Are you turning left or right? No. You're turning right? Yeah. He's in the wrong lane. Volvo let him know. He was in the wrong lane. Left-hand lane going all the way round and roundabout. That car's just pulled over for no reason whatsoever. Loads of people getting pulled here on the left-hand side with police bikes. Bunch of guys in black cars. Does this Peugeot want to turn right? No, because this black car won't either. So now we're going to get ourselves in the middle. Make the lights. Get in a more visual position where we can see what's going on. We are a little bit over the speed limit, so we're just slowing down very slightly for the speed camera. I'm absolutely soaking. This is a mesh top, but because of the backpack, the wind's not going through and I'm getting hot. Real hot. What space have we got here? Looks like we got a little gap. If we are very, very careful, we can move through without putting our feet down. Oh. And now we're in a position again where we are stuck. Let's see where we're moving. What are you doing, mate? Come on. Places to go, people to see. No point in filtering here, the lights have changed. Tin can on the road, we don't want that. Where's this moped? The moped is far back. He's heading towards the centre. Is he going to come round and try and filter? Because we need to be in a position where we can not block him off intentionally, but block him off so it's not an issue for us. And we're going to turn left here. Black van's also turning left, not indicating. It's fine. We don't always indicate when we want to leave the motorway, or leave the roundabout rather. What do we got here? We got lane changing. We got lane changing. Hold, 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 and go. We see the car braking. Is he going to turn left at the last minute? Let's get in a dominant position. Over here. Guy pulling out. He saw us. Good, good. Bus pulling out now. We're good. Loads of things going on here. Speed camera. Sometimes people slow down for a speed camera and then they change lanes because they think they're going too slow. But we're good. We are moving onwards. We're moving onwards. Another vehicle pulling out here. Red lights, and he thought themselves. It would have been a red light, but I didn't want to stop for that. It would have been an emergency stop. So that car probably saw the lights change or saw an indication that the lights were changing and thought he'd pull out. I'm going to move over to the right hand side now because it looks like I've got more possibilities with filtering. Left hand lane looks blocked because of that car pulling out. But I am going to be pushing through this gap just here. Very slowly, little weave, and I'm going to sit just here in the middle lane. Neutral on, having a little bit of a break. No one behind me, no bikes coming up, no emergency vehicles in the wing mirrors. We're good to go. Homeless and druggies asking for money, so just stepping out to the middle of the road here. Another bike behind me now. It's the same guy with the Union Jack flag, I'm sure it is. Blue bike, the Hornet with the green helmet. Mopeds everywhere. Wear biker gear, don't you dare. Because I'm 103 degrees now and my legs are roasting. I don't think I'll be able to get these pants off, to be honest. They're going to be stuck to me. So, right-hand lane's going to move first because there's queuing traffic. You can't just, you got to let him go. You can't just pull across and block him off like that. Come out of a junction, you go straight into the middle lane. That's what you don't want to do if you're in a car. When you're pulling onto a triple lane carriageway, you pull to the left lane. You don't pull to the middle one. Tempted to go through the middle here. I'm not gonna. Look, you got no mirrors. How are you gonna see anything? You got no mirrors. Wearing shorts, got no mirrors, no awareness whatsoever. He did a lifesaver, which is the only reason he's back on his bike here. Now this car wants to make progress, I can tell, but I want to get to the left here.
Very naughty.
Am I going to make the lights? I think they're going to change, but we're good. What are you doing? An indication would have been nice, wouldn't it? Your front bumper don't look too healthy. Giving space here. We're in a blind spot of that white van, so we're just going to pull back a little bit because we do intend to turn right here. This guy, the last minute, that's what I thought he was going to do. I'm going to go up the outside here because I'm a bike, and that's what I do. And we will try and squeeze within the front van because we're a bit naughty, very naughty. Thank you, mate. I mean, this is, for me, left is a nice road, but I do like the corner up here. I do like this long sweeping S-bend. Black bags, back rubbish. Don't do it. I love this. Coming from here, the outside, watching these cars, clipping the white line. Moving over, taking the apex and then moving out, slowing down for this moped. Had to put a big no entry sign there because the two small ones were not enough. Hospital deliveries. You're in hospital trying to get well because you've been sick and you order takeaway. Okay. Hospital food that bad? Mind you, the hospital food is not really, you know, the most pleasing, is it, in terms of nourishment or taste, I guess. But then don't ask me, I like airplane food. Not so much the sandwiches, but I like the hot dishes on airplanes. I don't know why. It's kind of a weird one, isn't it? Cyclist in a car, pulling out on the left. Oh! Anyway, that's been another commute home this time, rather than a commute to work. And it is a bit different, because I think commuting to work, everyone is right, you know, military precision. We're going to work, we're going to work. Coming home, it's like the bell goes and the kids just run out of the school. You know, that's what I can explain as how the traffic is going home. It's different than going into London. It's very chaotic. And as you see, I mean, for me, I quite enjoy the ride home. It's more of a challenge. But it is more dangerous, it's more risk, yes, it is. But then we ride bikes, you know, we take risks on a bike every single time we get on it. Because anything can happen. Don't pull yourself into a truck, mate. I mean, I'll make it easier for you. I mean, I wasn't going to overtake him, but he was putting himself in danger. He swerved into a parked vehicle. This woman's too interested in lighting a cigarette to worry about anything else that's going on. You're going to indicate, or you're just going to pull out? You're not going to do either, okay. I'm just going to get myself here. Right, these lights are red. There is an opportunity for me in front of this van. I'm going to indicate left. I'm going to swerve around here, and I am going to stop. That's how we turn left on this particular junction. Sometimes that gap is small and that gap is closed and we can't do it, so we got to look at that ahead. Before we can see the gap, we got to look at the vehicles and kind of anticipate how far are they away from each other. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. It's been another adventure with Pinnacle Moto. This time coming home from work, as I said. We've got lots coming up on the channel. I've bought 2 new bikes. Not new, I've bought new to the garage, but I've bought 2 bikes. ZZR 1400, CBR 1000RR. They are both a bit trashed. So my job is to do these bikes up and make them beautiful again, and I will be documenting the majority of that process, so stay tuned for that. Other videos also coming up, so keep tuned, like and subscribe, ride safe, and most importantly, have fun.